Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. You ever have that friend you wish you could just make them play a game? Maybe it's a top 10 game for you and you know they'd love it. Or maybe you just hate your friends and want to make them hate life for a few hours. And it would be so funny to make them play something completely crazy and that you know they'd hate because people want to be mean for no reason whatsoever and make you feel super awkward in front of your wife and your kids because you're playing some weird dating sim and now you have to explain how you were hijacked and forced to play it. Well, on today's episode, we're doing just that. But before we get into why our community members hate me so much, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, he showed me a screenshot of his 25-minute playtime and went, nope, I'm out. It's Ryan.
That was actually not me. Mine was 6 minutes.
Oh, wait, did I get him backwards?
Yeah, you got him backwards. Mine was, I noped out after 6 minutes, dude. I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me.
6 minutes, Ryan?
Don't worry. I watched a 9-minute tutorial that covered the whole story, buddy. I got it all.
Look, we're all married. We know how long 6 minutes can be. Okay. And joining us, the lover of indies himself, the man who thinks Mina the Hollower and Faith, the Unholy Trinity, look just fine, but couldn't bring himself to play more than 25 minutes of this game, it's Ace.
You know, I bet you were wishing you were playing Mina the Hollower, too.
Oh, man. What kind of horror do I want? Do I want
at least it wasn't. At least you weren't
want...
dating a toaster, dude.
You're talking about
yeah,
date
that's
everything?
true.
Yeah, oh yeah, throwback,
he's
baby.
talking about date everything.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
Deep cuts.
Guys, I admit, look, I don't say I'm an old gamer. I'm an OG gamer, and there are many of us out there. Many of us out there. I don't understand the dating sim genre like at all. Like at all, man. Like is this like training to learn how to have some riz? Like is this like, you know what I mean? Is this like
I hope this one's not training.
No,
I hope
this
game
better
isn't
not be training. This better training.
This is training.
This is not the one
More
you
like
want
grooming.
to train on. Poor John.
Oh, buddy. Ryan, I am springing this on you on the spot, but we have a review to read, Ryan. Before we get into the episode, I know that you were like, Josh, I have the best review that just came in from somebody, and we love reading reviews on the show. So I know you were totally ready to read this review, Ryan.
I'm not. I am ready, but do you have the who wrote it? Because I don't see that on the thing here.
If you start reading the review, the review that you're about to read. I'm pretty sure it comes in from Wall Climber 13, Ryan.
Wall Climber 13. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Wall Climber 13, for the review. We love the reviews. Not only is it good and it helps us out for the show, but it brightens our day. They genuinely make us really happy to see, and we get a big smile on our face. But this one is titled Amazing. Such a great show. I love the banter between the hosts, their candid takes on all sorts of games. I especially love the weekly indie episode with Ace, as those appeal to me the most. I am a dad of 3 with not a ton of time for games, so it's even fun to live a little vicariously through their experiences. That, and it helps me snuff out good games to pick up here and there. Life is too short for bad games. Thank you so much. I agree with that.
Amen to that, brother.
You got that right.
That's a good review.
That is one reason we do this podcast, is to save y'all from bad games out there. So far in this episode, that's only 4 minutes long, I've realized that people hate me and they love Ace. So this is going great, guys. This is just going swimmingly so far.
What a day. What a day.
Oh, man. Okay, so for those that don't know, I was hijacked by our community. This is a perk that we give to our epic and legendary supporters as a way of just saying thank you for going above and beyond to make this podcast possible. You all out there know who you are. We thank them at the credits at the end of the show. But one of those perks is you get to hijack one of us and force us to play a game. we can't say no. And, you know, sometimes they pick a game like, you know, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption 2 for Ace. And they're like, hey, we love you, Ace. We want you to play Red Dead Redemption 2. And then other times they're like, man, we really hate you, Ryan. You have to play Toontown Unwritten. Or Josh, you know, we're going to make you play this Doki Doki Literature Club game. But that is the agreement we make, and we play these games. And so I got picked to play Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, we've all heard of this game. This is not the first time we've heard of this title, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
No. This is infamous.
Okay. Even I have heard of it. It is rather infamous. That's a good way to put it, Ace. None of us have played Doki Doki Literature Club prior to this hijacking. Is that also correct?
Correct.
I tried.
I have not.
And I mean, and let's be honest, like played before the hijacking, it's still played after the hijacking because you guys have a total of 31 minutes combined playtime. Ryan, do you remember how I put 8 hours into Dying Light?
That's a good
so
game.
that I could talk about the game with you and be like, hey, Ryan, I don't want you to be alone.
Listen,
you know,
to be fair, I watched a 9.5 minute overview, so I know the whole story, I know everything, and even that felt like torture. So
okay, so I will say this. I had heard of Doki Doki Literature Club. All I knew about this game was that it takes a dark turn. Like, I don't know how I knew that. I don't know where on the internet I heard this. Maybe it was people talking about it. Maybe it was people giggling at the thought of making me play it. I knew nothing about the story. All I knew was that this is a game that gets very, very dark very, very quickly, and it's disguised as a dating sim, this super cutesy kind of dating sim thing. And I was like, okay, well, that's all I knew going into this, guys. So I picked this up because I want to play it before Battlefield 6 releases. And I will say, like I said early on, that there are two things that stood out about this game to me. Is that number one, it was only 4 hours long. And to me, that is music to my ears, especially with Battlefield 6 coming out. And I was like, oh, you guys are great. You're making me play a 4-hour game. I can knock this out in like a day or two at most. And there we go. The downside to this game is, you try playing a game that has these overly artistic, how do you, they're not anime. What do you call this? Like cutesy, like Japanese.
It's like a visual novel style.
Like stylistic, is it a visual novel kind
It's
of thing?
an anime visual novel. That's what I would consider it.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Anime.
It's definitely anime.
But it's super cutesy. It's pinks and purples and pastels and these colors and all the characters are over. And it's like, I'm playing this game. I'm a dad of two. I'm an old guy. And my kid comes in and she just looks and she goes, Dad, what are you playing? And I'm just like, okay, so it's this game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Like everybody made me play it. And then it's like, so I have to stop and explain to her, you know what I mean? And she's like, well, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I have to play it. And she's like, okay, well, have fun with that. And then 20 minutes later, my other daughter comes in the room and she's like, Dad, what are you playing? And I'm like, okay, guys, look, it's a game called Doki Doki Literature. And then I was playing it without my headphones on. So it's this super happy, don't worry, there's no voiceover or anything, which we'll talk about here in a minute too. But it's there's just this jolly, happy, elevator music going on. Yeah. And then my wife's like, what are you playing in there? And I'm like, oh man, guys, it's the
whole house
this game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. So that's how this started.
Man,
guys, did I mention there's no voiceover in this game? It's just reading.
Did it make you feel more immersed?
Oh,
I will look. Okay. All joking aside, it did actually make me feel more immersed.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
At that.
I'm not going to lie. I don't mind reading. Ryan and I were chatting, not about the game, but just about the fact that the game has no voiceover. And Ryan just got done saying hey, we had our kind of grumpy gamers episode and Ryan's like, bro, I hate when they don't do voiceovers. Pay a starving voiceover actor. Maybe they're not the best, but you can afford them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Get some voiceover work in your game. Thankfully, I read fairly quickly, and so I was able to, keep up with this, and it didn't feel like it was detracting from the game to me. But yeah, other than a happy-go-lucky soundtrack that's overly cheerful and and then the colors and this is just the happiest game ever. We're the Literature Club, guys. We've got a new member. It's like, and I'm best friends with, one of the girls. And it's like, Sayori, we've been lifelong friends. And we're in high school together. Like, okay, I can see where this is going. Oh, and then I get to meet Natsuki. Oh, but she's feisty, but she makes great cupcakes, guys. Oh, and then there's Yuri. Yuri's the dark, mysterious one that's a little dark and kind of maybe morbid. And then there's Monica. Monica's she's the president of the literature class. She's the popular pretty girl that everybody wants to be their boyfriend.
Classic slice of life anime.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, this is about as cliche as this gets, man.
Yep. And see, just right there, you could have done the voiceover work. Like that voice. That would have been perfect.
Guys, I have been foreshadowing this. I have been talking about how crazy it is to make me play this game. Okay. We're 11 minutes into this episode. And if you haven't caught on to how I feel about this game yet, then you're absolutely right. Because I thought this game was freaking really, really caught me off guard and is way better than I thought it was going to be, guys.
What?
No, you're trolling us.
Surprise!
You're
trolling. No way.
No way.
I got all y'all.
No way.
All y'all. Yeah,
Are
dude,
you kidding? No way.
I'm not making this up.
He's
I am
pulling
not
our leg,
making this
Ryan.
up.
He's lying to us.
Guys, I was absolutely lying to all of you suckers out there. Bro, Doki Doki Literature Club is an experience, man. Like,
didn't it make you feel like a pervert?
I'm blown away right now.
You're killing me.
What is happening?
It's flabbergasted,
What
man.
world am I in? No way.
Pervert!
No, hey, I was forced to play this game. I was forced, Ace. But no, guys, okay. Because there's still people that are like, wait, I'm waiting for him to
He's going to go play Roblox next.
Right? Yeah. Is there a way I could delete my history with this game and be like, I've never played this game in my life. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, for real. I'm not lying. Okay, this is 100% truthful. Ryan's still waiting for the other shoe to drop.
I am.
Do you know how often do we talk about having a unique, something unique about your game, right? We always say be original, right? Don't copy everybody else. Do something different, right? Bro, Doki Doki Literature Club is unlike any game I have ever played before. Legitimately, and I know why people wanted to make me play this, because everybody out there that has played this game feels this way and goes, bro, it's an experience. I'm not saying it's a great experience. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is a 10 out of 10 game, but what I am saying is when you are one of those people that have played Doki Doki Literature Club, you kind of go, I get it. And I want other people to experience this now. So everybody out there, I get it. I get y'all, man. I understand now.
Maybe I got to push past the 30-minute mark then.
I'm blown away right now.
Dude, I'm shocked.
Ryan cannot believe that I am saying this right now.
I lasted 6 minutes.
That's an accomplishment for some guys, Ryan.
Yeah.
We're just going with these jokes.
This was me getting through the 6 minutes too. I was just clicking nonstop.
You weren't even reading
clicking.
No.
Oh man. All right, listen. I know that was a shocker, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you why I think this game is actually pretty amazing to experience. Again, I'm not saying the game is great, but the experience was very memorable. I'll explain why right after this break.
All right, we're back. Unfortunately, Josh just got arrested. He has some questionable history on his computer, so we're going to have to do the rest of the show without him because he liked Doki Doki.
There's a literature club.
I did not say yes to "I love you," Sayori. Okay.
That's a red flag,
let's just
buddy.
Be friends.
That's a red flag.
All right. Okay. I really hope everybody had the same reaction you guys had to this. And look, that's just teaching me. I'd probably make a decent actor, guys. If I can.
Oh, you have me fooled.
Had me on the hook.
So much.
That's for dang sure.
That might have been more just how ridiculous I thought this game was. So I'm like, oh yeah, surely Josh,
Bro, this game is ridiculous, Ryan. It is ridiculous, but it's ridiculous in a crazy way. Okay. I have to spoil some of this to be able to talk about this. Okay.
Spoiler
so I'm going to
section.
spoil part of this game. So if you are interested in now playing Doki Doki Literature Club, listen, this game is free. The base game is free. There is a plus version that you do not need. And in fact, most people say don't buy that. Just play the original, but it is free to play on Steam and it is about a 4-hour experience. So if you are now curious and you want to play it, just pause the episode, come back later on because I'm going to be spoiling things. And Ryan, I am not trolling. Ryan just messaged and was like, Josh is trolling for content. I'm not. Okay, here's why, guys. Here's why. I'm going to explain. Okay, so spoiler warning's over. So this game starts off like you guys saw. It's grossly like just chipper and optimistic and cutesy. Okay, now knowing that the game went dark kept me going. And I will say that the first day you join this literature club, you meet these 4 girls. You're interacting with them. They're very clear about the girls' personalities and things like that. Your best friend, Sayori, you join the club, you talk to him, nothing happens. You go to bed. The next day, you go to the club again. You're planning some festival thing to try to get more members of the club. You start to learn more of the girls' personalities and that kind of starts to emerge. And this is a dating sim. So there is very much like which girl do you kind of like and who do you want to talk to more? Who do you want to sit with to read your poem? And the game does give you some choices, right? It's like, who do you want to share your poem with first? And you have to pick one of the 4 girls. Skip forward 2 or 3 days into the game, your lifelong friend Sayori, you kind of start to get these little glimpses that not everything is good in their lives, right? Like Sayori is always late, or I'm sorry, Monica is always late to the club. You don't know why. She makes up an excuse. Sayori is always tired. And you're like, what's going on at home? Like something's got to be happening, right? So the game gives you these little glimpses that not everything is all hunky dory. And then before you know it, Sayori is like, hey, and you type your name in and it's like, what is your name? And so Josh, I type my name in. So she's like, hey, Josh, I know we've been friends, but it's like, I have this thing that's really bothering me and it's really been upsetting me. And lo and behold, she kind of confesses that she likes you. And then you get the option to say, I like you back or I don't like you back, right? And I'm like, well, okay, this is a dating sim, so I like you back. Oh, you've made me so happy. This is great. And then it all just goes to crap, dude. Like, you think this is going to be a joyous moment? And then she goes, I am empty inside. This brings me no joy. I have not felt anything in years. My only reason for existing in life is to try to bring joy to other people because I cannot feel joy. And it goes from 0 to 100 on the darkness and depression scale freaking instantly, man.
Yeah, that's
and you were just like, what the heck? And then you're like, you're trying to like console her and like, hey, it's okay. Like we like each other now and we're going to date. And she's like, yeah, I feel nothing. I'm empty. The world is dark. And then you're just like, what the heck is going on? So she leaves. She's like, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go home. You go the next day. You do this like 3 days in a row now where you go and you meet her and she don't show up. So you're like, oh, well, she probably overslept. So you go in her room, you open up the door, and she's dead as a doornail hanging from her freaking ceiling. She's hung herself.
Oh, my
It
gosh.
is a absolute gut punch of a moment in a video game. I literally like sat back and I was like, whoa. It just gets dark, and there's music, and the visuals are all crazy. And I'm just like, bro, like, what is this game, man?
Dang, dude. I was going to ask if the happy, cheery music was still playing while she was hanging there.
Nope. Okay. So you're like, okay, cool. So it goes dark. Guys, this is just where the game starts.
Oh.
Because scary dead these are high school kids, man. Okay. So she's dead. She's just hanging. Her hands are bloody. Apparently she was struggling with the rope. Her hands are it's dark. So the game just starts all over. Just as if you loaded it for the first time.
Huh.
Just restarts. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? Right? And it is literally the start of the game. From the very first lines that pops up, except you don't meet Sayori this time.
Who's missing?
She's just gone.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
She's gone, guys. Like the game just doesn't exist. Except for every now and then you get a weird little visual glitch where you see like her face pop on the screen for like a half a second, or like the characters are kind of glitched out, like it's a matrixy thing going on, and you start getting these weird visual artifacts. And that's when you're like, bro, something is not right about this. So you replay the game, but there's no Sayori all of a sudden. So you show up at this literature club and you're like, hey, and now it's just the other 3 girls. Nobody knows who Sayori is. You can't figure anything out. And you're like, what is happening, dude? Like, but you keep getting these weird glitches. Her face, her dead, hanging body pops up on your screen from time to time.
What?
The text that you are reading all the time just glitches out all of a sudden. And you're like, this game is breaking down. Like, what is going on here? And then... so it's like, okay, well, I'm still playing. I guess I need to see what happens. So then it's like you're sharing your poems and you're back to dating sim. So it's like, which girl do you want to give your attention to? And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go with Yuri, right? She's the weird, dark, like crazy one. So you find out, and it seems like just a normal playthrough for about the same amount of time as the first one was, until Yuri starts acting all weird. And then it's like, okay, well, Yuri is very shy and she's hard to get out of her shell, but you can kind of coax her out and you're like, hey, I think you're kind of neat and I'll sit with you. We'll read this book. And it's doing a good job of like, her shoulders close to you and like, it's making you nervous and blah, blah, blah and all this. And so it actually does like a decent job of what I think a dating sim would play like, until finally Yuri's like, this makes me so nervous, but I think I like you. And then you can say, and she goes like, do you like me? And then you go, yes or no. Right? And then if you say yes, she goes completely psychotic, the game starts glitching out again. She gets like this crazy face. Her eyes start twitching. She's like, oh, now I know what it's like I can't handle these emotions. I don't know what it's like to have somebody say they like me. And she freaking stabs herself to death.
Oh my gosh.
She freaking stabs herself to death because she can't handle the fact that you guys like each other. And then you know what you get to do? You get to sit in the classroom with her for 3 days and watch her body decompose.
Oh.
What happened with that, by the way? Like, did you get locked in there or how did it? Because I saw that on the overview.
I think you just go crazy.
Oh, okay.
And here's the other thing, because the game does all these glitches so out there that like it's glitching out text forever. Like, dude, I swear I clicked through like 300 lines of gibberish because your character is now freaking out that this girl just stabbed herself to death in front of you.
Fair.
In this really just random psychotic episode, like that came out of everything comes out of nowhere. Like, that's the crazy part about this, man, is it's like, what the heck is going on? And then like, I clicked through 300 lines of gibberish text. I think the game is broken. I legitimately pause and I go, is my game broken in Google? And people just went, no, it's not. Just keep clicking. And then eventually like the weekend's over and she's dead. So then like the class president, Monica, comes in. And then the game gets even weirder, guys. Like Monica comes in and she's like, oh my goodness, Yuri, she's dead. And you're like, yes. And like, are you not freaking out? And Monica's like, oh, well, no, I knew that was going to happen. You see, I killed her. And then it's like, wait, what? Like, what? And you killed her. Come to find out, guys, Doki Doki Literature Club is not a video game. It is a experience that is created by the AI Monica to have you interact with her and give her companionship. And this game breaks the fourth wall now. So you are no longer playing a video game. You are being spoken to by Monica, who is the AI that made this game that is hungry for your attention. And she goes into this big rant about how when she found out that you like Sayori, she got rid of Sayori by upping Sayori's like depression level until she killed herself. And then she goes, so I was able to delete Sayori. So then you're like, okay, well, what about Yuri? And then she's like, yeah, I saw that you and Yuri, and I never thought that relationship would come into play, which is really weird. That one caught me off guard because she's so dark and morbid. So I'm really surprised that you gave her all your attention. So I deleted her too. And then she gives this, guys, this is where it gets so weird, dude. She gives you this thing that she talks about how she knows that you're playing this game on Steam, and she warned you when you bought the game, and she says, I even put it in the Steam description that I needed your attention and your attention alone, and that I wasn't willing to share it with you. And if you go to the Steam page right now and read the game description, you realize she's telling the truth. And then she talks about how she deleted Sayori and Yuri and Natsuki's character files out of your Steam drive, out of your folder, because she didn't want to share the attention with them, which is why this game starts over and all of a sudden Sayori is just gone as if she never existed. She tells you that she's been accessing your hard drive and deleting the files out of your Steam folder. And I'm like, bro, no way. No way. So I go into my Steam folder and guess what I find? I find a folder called character files, and I open it up and Monica is the only character file in there. And I went, I wonder. Now, what would you guys do at that point?
Yeah, try to delete her, I guess. See what happens.
Try to delete
See
her,
what happens.
Right? What happens if I delete Monica, right? Because this is the end of the game. She's telling you all this. She's kind of revealing everything.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. You've deleted these other characters. So I delete her character file out of my Steam folder. This is not in the game. This is my hard drive, guys. I delete her file. I alt-tab back into the game. She's talking, and all of a sudden the screen starts glitching out. And then she goes, oh my God, what have you done? Like, and she knows you deleted her character file. And then she starts raging and going crazy. This game is bananas, dude. I have never played a game like this.
That's wild. What is that something where you could not delete her and you get a different outcome with that situation? Or?
So yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. And
Okay.
so people have figured out, well, what if I start a brand new game and the only way to restart this game is to literally uninstall it completely and then reinstall it? Because after you do this whole thing with Monica and you realize the end of the game and you're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, the game restarts again, but those character files are not there still. So the only way to truly restart is straight uninstall and reinstall. And then you can go into the file and you see the folders, or you see the files for all 4 characters. If you delete one of those, the game knows it. It knows that you've played through it now, and it responds completely differently at this point. So you can start the game without Sayori as your friend, how the game starts, and then go to the literature club. But then, like, I think it's Yuri, I can't remember the exact one, will actually thank you and say, hey, you know, thank you for deleting Sayori from your game folder so that we didn't have to deal with her death or something like that. Like, I can't remember exactly, but it's like, but the game actually responds to your knowledge of the game.
That's kind of crazy.
Dude, look, I freaking loved all of this, dude. The fact that this game punches you in the gut, slaps you in the face, turns you around and kicks you in the backside and is like, you thought you knew what you were getting, but you did not know what you were getting, man, is incredible to me. Guys, we talk about originality and having like that angle or that something that makes your game different. And Doki Doki Literature Club is the perfect example of that, man. Like, all housed in this really, really dumb dating sim of a game. And it's like, but when you start to figure this stuff out and it starts happening, I'm literally just sitting there with my jaw open going like, what?
I mean, that's fair.
What?
Would you?
And then like, I didn't look up any guides. I just deleted the file on a whim. I was like, this might break the game. And it didn't break the game. It was what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy that you just figured that out. Would you say this is like an evolution to psychological horror in a way?
It absolutely is, dude. Like, so we just did your indie episode with like the evolution of indie
I purposely
horror.
left
Dude,
this one out.
This is 100% psychological horror, dude, with a really neat breaking the fourth wall, with another really neat, like, Ryan, how often do we talk about Psycho Mantis where she was reading stuff off your memory card, right?
So I was thinking about that, like, oh, I see you've been playing Castlevania, you know, or they'll read, you know, stuff off of your memory card, which was so cool at the time, like, and that was in like 99 or whatever, or 2000. So, yeah.
It's just as cool in 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty
like,
cool.
I was really just flabbergasted at where this game went, the way that it just, everything is honky-dory until it is not. and it doesn't drag it along too much. It does give you the glimpses that says, hey, dude, not everything is as it seems. Like somebody has something bad going on at home or something like that. But it's very, very subtle until it's not subtle. And it goes, like I said, it goes from 0 to 100 like that. And so it doesn't waste your time. It's not trying to drag out this, like, I know where this is going, just get me there kind of thing. And then it starts to open up into this crazy, like you've been getting played this whole time and you didn't even realize
That's
it.
crazy.
And I freaking love that, dude. Like, what a cool thing to do, man. So yeah.
I don't see it, man. I'm having a hard time.
I understand it.
I know. I can see Aces. Ace is going to reinstall and play this.
I am.
100%. Yeah, I can tell already for sure. I don't know. For me, this is just, it's not my style, but man, it's
not my style, Ryan. What are you trying to say? I didn't think it was my style.
Somebody's been gushing about it for the last friggin' 31 minutes. So
yeah,
it kind of reminds me of a different indie game called Kanito Pet, which is like it's an indie game where it pretends to be one of those browser pets like Bonsai Buddy or whatever from all those years ago. And slowly he starts breaking the fourth wall and showing you things on your PC. Eventually you get to a point where it's like, welcome to your heaven. And you walk in and he's got your entire Steam library on the wall for you, a bed set up with your name above it. And you're like, all right, Kanito Pet, this is a little much.
That's wild.
Yeah. I was really taken aback by this game and kind of where it went. And I gotta say, dude, I knew it went dark, but I did not know. And I hate to like spoil it because but I'll say this, even knowing the spoilers, the game, like you feel it. Like, dude, they do such a good job of the characters' personalities and like how they interact that like legitimately got a little like emotionally invested. Like when I walked through the door and Sayori's hanging there, I was like stunned for a minute. Like I was just like, oh no. Man,
what a good time to play that game.
It really was, dude. I mean, in between Hades 2, Battlefield 6, like I get it now, everybody. I'm sorry that I had to try to throw you off, but I couldn't just let on like how I felt about this. But yeah, there you go. So, all right, I'm going to rate the game, guys. I'm going to rate it.
All right.
Look, this game's weird, dude. I really enjoyed the experience. Like, I want to make other people play it. It's like The Ring, dude. The movie The Ring, where it's like, hey, you have 7 days and like people pass the videotape to somebody else. And it's kind of like, kind of want you to have the videotape now, to like you experience this kind of thing. So it's like, I totally get that. At the basics, it's just a weird text simulator. So there's really not a lot of gameplay, but man, what a unique experience. I'm giving this an 8.5. Wow. I mean, it is unlike anything I've ever played. Like, to me, that qualifies it in the upper echelon of games to just go, bro, it's unique as anything. There is not another game out there like Doki Doki Literature Club. I respect the heck out of that, dude. Like, legitimately, we always talk about originality and innovation and how innovation's dead. And if you want a game that is innovative and unique and stands out, that's Doki Doki Literature Club. Would I recommend this game? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, because you'll never forget it. That's the craziest thing is like, you're not going to forget this game. Is the gameplay engaging? No, it's just text. You're just clicking, man. And yes, I read every line, but I clicked it as fast as I could to get through it because it's like, bro, there's really not much of a game here. But at the same time, the experience of Doki Doki Literature Club is like no other game out there. So I'm shocked, man. Bro.
I am so I want to say, aside from the game, like, bravo, Josh.
Yeah,
like,
dude, good job.
You fooled me, man.
We sat here in stunned silence for like 20 minutes, just like,
yeah.
You got me good, man. That was immediately. That's why I was like, after 6 minutes, I'm like, no, this is horrible. I'll just watch a review. And I went and watched a review. But I could see how you can be drawn in, like you said and you explained. It's not my style, not for me, but I could see how somebody who maybe appreciates the weird or appreciates kind of that style of gameplay or quote unquote gameplay.
Ryan, you watched Lost, the TV show Lost, like everybody else did.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Right. You know how with Lost, the desire was what I want to find out what the heck's going on, right?
Hey,
why is there a hatch? I know he doesn't.
Not a
I
clue.
know. But like, take a TV show where you have no clue what the heck is happening, and your main driving force is to just understand what is happening, right? Why am I seeing these visual glitches? Why did she hang herself? Why did the game restart? Why is she gone on the second time around and nobody seems to remember this? Like, that is the driving force for this game, to just be like, I need to know what is going on. Like, I'm willing to read through the lines of text for a second time because it's literally starting over to find out what is happening. You know, it compels you, man. And it compelled me. And I was like, okay, well, now I know. And this game's crazy. And I want other people to have to experience this level of crazy now. So,
were you glad it was only 4 hours, though? Do you think that was like perfect?
Yeah,
that was
so
I was going to
perfect.
ask that too.
it doesn't overstay its welcome.
That's
4
good.
hours
That's
is
always good.
perfect. It is the perfect length. I checked my playtime. And look, you can replay it in multiple different ways. You can mess around with deleting the different files. The game reacts to whatever you throw at it. Like, legitimately, apparently you cannot break it. It just kind of knows, which is cool in and of itself. You know, so whoever designed this, like, thought of these really neat aspects to it. So kudos again. I think it's a solo developer too. And the fact that they're giving the game away for free is also another, like, kudos to you. If you think I'm crazy, which I know a lot of people do, Doki Doki Literature Club on Steam has 122,000 reviews and is sitting at an overwhelmingly positive rating at 96%, guys. There is something to be said about this game. It's not the gameplay, but it's the experience of playing this game and what happens and kind of what you take away. It's memorable. Just plain and simple. We always talk about what's a game that lives in your head. And as crazy as it sounds, dude, Doki Doki Literature, I hate all you so much, but also it's really cool, you know, that like now it's stuck in my head. So yeah, there we go, boys.
We're gonna start just putting stuff everywhere with your face. Doki Doki, biggest fan, just all over.
It feels so weird to me, guys. It feels so weird to me, but at the same time, a good game is a good game. And we're honest on this podcast, man. You know, like, we're always, and I gotta give it credit, dude. It is an experience unlike many others out there.
I'm glad you liked it though. Like,
yeah,
it sucks to play a game that you don't like, and luckily it was only 4 hours. But yeah, that's cool that they were able to create something unique for people to really love and enjoy. So, you know, good on them on
also,
that.
The creator of this game is a disturbed individual. By the way, like, yeah, let's not sugarcoat that. Like, if you could come up with this, man, like, you know, you're like Stephen King levels of like, what's going on inside your head, buddy?
What you were describing is like, you could only get away with that in an indie game when you're the only developer. That's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's your creative license right there. So, all right, well, listen, we've gone long on this episode.
Wow.
You know, go play it. It's free, and you'll experience. And again, knowing the spoilers, I don't think changes the experience. Honestly, like, experiencing it firsthand, I think is still very valuable. So if you're curious, even though with the spoilers, just go play it. It's easily worth the 4 hours. Thank you to our supporters that made me play this. This is why we do what we do, guys. There is never in a million gajillion years that I ever would have picked this game up on my own. But now, having experienced it, I am very glad for that experience. So thank you to everybody out there for making me play it. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you follow the show, rate it 5 stars, come join our community. You can find some weird, crazy games out there that you never knew existed either. You know, Ace just gave us a whole bunch for his horror indie episode. So there you go. So join our Discord community, support the podcast. There's a link in the episode description to take you to Patreon. You can sign up in as little as 2 or 3 minutes and as low as $5 a month. We'll give you a shout out on the show. We give you a bunch of awesome perks. And a big thank you from all of us as well. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Peace out.